Hello, my name is Jim Wabandato. I'm a Program Development Officer at the Indian Land Tenure Foundation. You're reviewing one piece in the Foundation's Landowner Outreach Programming. ILTF is invested in bringing you tools you can use. This is one of our videos in the series on the American Indian Probate Reform Act Basics. Today's topic covers joint tenancy implied. The American Indian Probate Reform Act is a law designed to slow down the growth of fractional ownership of Indian lands. We can begin by understanding what this means in probate. There are two kinds of ownership in an undivided interest in Indian property: tenants in common and joint tenants with right of survivorship. Both kinds of ownership mean all owners have the right to use or benefit from the property during their lifetime. But the two forms of undivided ownership feature a very important difference that affects what happens to their share after an owner passes away. First, let's talk about certain rights with tenants in common. Owners can freely transfer their share to others through gift or sale. Owners can transfer their share to others with a will. Unfortunately, tenancy in common may also increase fractional ownership over time, which tends to impair management and use of the property. Then there is joint tenants with right of survivorship. Shares are equal, they begin at the same time, and they come to you through the same document, such as a probate judgment. When an owner dies, their interest passes to the other surviving owners independently of any will or probate. Ownership fractions get smaller and smaller. For instance, 1/3 becomes 1/2. Joint tenancy with right of survivorship may also be thought of as last Indian standing. Joint tenancy under the law works to prevent fractionation of title to the land, which is the reason for AIPRA and the Indian Land Consolidation Act. Make sure your will says, "I give to my heirs my land as tenants in common," if this is what you want to happen for your kids and grandkids. Should you forget to say that and do not spell it out in your will, the judge will be required by law to grant it to your heirs as joint tenants with right of survivorship. This has been Jim Wabandato of the Indian Land Tenure Foundation, reviewing joint tenancy with right of survivorship under the American Indian Probate Reform Act. If you would like more information, we suggest you review the resources and materials in this online series at iltf.org or contact legal experts in your own community. Remember that with the right information and your active participation, you too might realize self-determination on your Indian lands.